Hey everybody. Now that I have sufficiently cleared my throat, thank you for watching. My name is Angel Benton, and this is Angel Sudsy Recap, where we delve into the world of daytime television and we do a few reality shows on the side for now. And one of those reality shows that we're doing until it ends, which is like in 3 weeks, because I believe this is a 3-part reunion, and I think that there's a secrets revealed episode at the end after that. So I think I have 3 more episodes to go, because I watched part 1 of the reunion. But before we get into that, I have to say, so I'm going to England in a few, like less than 2 weeks now. What's today? I'm leaving on the 14th, and today is the 3rd. Today's the 3rd? Oh my God, today's the 3rd of June. So 11 days. 11 days. I'm so excited. I've got my whole train route already mapped out. I know exactly how much money I'll need to get from place to place, and I'm going to have a little bit extra, so in case something happens. And even though I'm kind of against using these apps, because I'm afraid that I know with my luck, the one driver I get is going to be an axe murderer, but I'm downloading Uber just in case. But yeah, so we'll figure out how. I mean, I already know how I'm going because of that Rome to Rio app. I know how to go from Gatwick to Victoria Station to Stansted, which is where I'm spending the night. And then the next day I know how to get from Stansted to Colchester. And I know where an HMV is in Colchester, so I know I can get lots of fierce English CDs that they don't sell here in the United States. Excuse me, like A1. And there's even a few step CDs. Now, I will wait until I actually go to the show, because I think, I mean, most places that have CDs of the show go sell them there, but they said that my friends on the step chat group, they said that they don't do that. So that's kind of interesting. I can't wait to see them though. I'm so excited. Okay, anyways, so I was also reading about this show. Now, I had heard, and this is the story that I had heard. I had heard that, in America, you know, on VH1 they did this reality show called Project Man Band. And I heard that they did that on MTV in the UK, and they had different guys from various boy bands, and one of them was, on the UK version, the American version was a hot mess. They had that one guy from Color Me Bad who blew up, was like really, really large, and then they also had, who else was in it? I don't even remember who else. I just remember that one guy from Color Me Bad was in it, and everyone was like, you know. But I think he's dead now, though, so rest in peace. Anyways, so in the UK version, it wasn't called Project Man Band. It was called Totally Boy Band. And they took all these boy band members, and the only one that kind of made me feel like, what? Was they chose Lee Latchford Evans from Steps. Which is weird, because Steps is not a boy band, you know, it's a mixed boy-girl band. That would be like if they chose someone from the A-Teens for, you know, Project Man Band or something like that. You know what I mean? It's kind of, they're not really, you know what I mean? So, apparently, now I had heard that it was someone else, not Lee, who got into some row and they ended up leaving the group. But I looked it up on Wikipedia, so Wikipedia is your friend, Totally Boy Band, and I found out that it was Lee that actually kicked off, and he called the manager Two-Faced. Now that some time has gone by and Steps have gotten back together, and we got to see that with the reunion, I'm so grateful for that, by the way, I can see why Lee would be distrustful of any management because he kind of got screwed over with Steps originally, and now they were doing it again with the Project Man Band, and he had it, right? So I can see, because he's not like some hothead, right? But I don't know. It was fascinating. I can't wait. I would love to see episodes of that. I need to find that. Totally Boy Band. I bet you I can find it. So, you know me, bitch. I will find a goddamn, once I get something in my head, I will find it. And actually, I'm very grateful because it's a lot easier to find out shit now than it was back in the early 2000s. I had to like scour the internet looking for the slightest little crumb. Now I don't have to. Now it's pretty much everywhere. Thank you, social media. Okay, so the Housewives of Beverly Hills this week we saw it was the reunion, and it was basically everyone hashing out all of the shit that had happened, this whole season. So a lot of it focused around Dorit. Kyle and Lisa and Dorit's three-way friendship, plus their slash. Jealousy over friendship. That's when Erica Jane was like, what can I say? We're petty. Right? That whole thing. They talked a lot about that. And what was interesting is that Dorit's like, well, I just can't remember every little thing that I said. And everyone's like, girl, it's on camera. Like, roll the tape. You know what I mean? Like, roll the tape, please. Because she did say a bunch of that stuff. And Teddy came out and was sort of, and she was kind of, not aggressive, but she was telling Dorit, she was like, I don't appreciate the way that you talk to me. And she's like, and they both said the exact same thing about the other. They said that they're one person to their face, and then there's someone else behind, to the camera. And Teddy, I'm going to give Teddy a little bit of credit here because I kind of think that, I feel like Dorit was sort of talking in circles around it and she was kind of refusing to see Teddy's point of view. But I don't think, the thing is I don't think that Teddy articulates herself very well. Because I know what she's trying to say. Like, she's trying to say, she has when Dorit speaks to Teddy, she's got a very condescending tone, and she's always trying to jab at Teddy. And Teddy's like, just the way you say Teddy. And I'm going, girl, there were so many other things she said that you could have used it, but just your name that's not that condescending, and that's not going to back up your argument. But she was right, though. I mean, she was condescending to her. Lisa Rinna is hysterical. Like, I love me some Lisa Rinna so much. Like, especially this season. I know everyone else thinks that she's boring. She went off on Jeremy from Queens. That was fucking hilarious. She's all, fuck you, Jeremy. I mean, it was so hilarious. It was really funny. And Erica, they talked about Erica's book, and we found out that no one in her family has read her own book. Now, Andy was like, that's weird. And she's like, why is that weird? And Andy's like, listen, I've written 3 books, and my family was the first people I sent my books to. So she's like, yeah, but she's like, I can't make them read it. So I found that interesting. And Andy was like, you interview a bunch of people, but you don't interview Tom. And she's like, I wanted to write about Tom because we did interview a bunch of people from my childhood, my growing up. But, when it came to Tom, I wanted to kind of give my perspective on how we met. And I've got lots of nice things to say about him. He's a lovely man. I think that Andy knows something's up and he's trying to, poke that bear. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see next week. Anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. Before I go, I want to tell you that I do still have this autographed gift bag. Yes. From the cast of General Hospital. and it's being auctioned off with 100% of the proceeds going to AIDS Project Los Angeles, going straight to them. I will never see a dime of that money. And, yeah. So, anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. Please feel free to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Angel Benton. You can hashtag RHOBH or Real Housewives Shit to talk the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And the Real Housewives of Melbourne are coming up soon, next month, July. I'm so excited about that. You know I love me some Melbourne girls. And I will come back to the Real Housewives to do the Melbourne Housewives. Make no mistake. Okay, so you can also hashtag Bold and Beautiful to talk Bold and the Beautiful, because I'm going to be doing that next. And you can hit that subscribe button on my YouTube channel, like this video, give it a thumbs up. Yeah. So thanks for logging on today. Have a great day. Peace out. Wubba, wubba, wubba.